Welcome everyone back to London, England for FNF Friday Night Fury, and we are on the road to Fury Road this Sunday in Cardiff, Wales, but we've got to get through this show first, and we have got some big Fury Road implications, including who will walk into that show with the prestigious FNF Destiny Championship. Out first, we've got a challenger who earned this opportunity by picking up an impressive win over Emma Barkley and Sarah Zucconi, a former FNF Destiny champion, Mia Jones. Mia Jones has always been a perennial contender for championships here in FNF, but now she could find herself being a rare two-time Destiny champion. Know that Mia Jones, Little Miss Armageddon, loves to target the arms of her opponents, and with someone with such a power advantage such as the champion Nyla Rose, definitely not a bad idea. Mia Jones drawing the ire of the FNF fans here tonight. Many of them still remember a few months ago when Mia Jones took Kaylee Mercer out of action for a few weeks by damaging her arms to a ridiculous degree in their all-time classic matchup. She now looks to come face to face with the native beast, Nyla Rose, making her way down the aisle here in London, England, with her first ever championship, the Destiny Championship, so named after women's wrestling legend Destiny Jade. I gotta say, it is a fitting title to go around the waist of Nyla Rose, who casts an imposing silhouette. Definitely going to be interesting to see what she can do here tonight in her first official defense after having just won it 7 days ago. That right there is what they are fighting for here tonight, the FNF Destiny Championship. Nyla looks to make her first defense. Mia Jones looking to get a second reign with the championship. And making a one-night-only return, CJ Wong, for the first time in almost a year, rings the bell as Mia Jones starts off hot with that springboard back elbow off the middle rope. Nyla going to have to try and use some of her power against the conniving Mia Jones, showing exactly why she is so hard to scout already. And the power as well by Mia Jones into a discus punch. Up to the middle rope, big heat seeker elbow there from Mia Jones, lands flush on the neck of Nyla Rose, and Little Miss Armageddon goes to target the arm already of Nyla Rose, as she is wont to do. Now just trying desperately to attack any portion of the body she can, as Nyla is just getting picked apart as we speak. Look at this devastation to the arm by Mia Jones, completely typical of her style of professional wrestling. Goes for the cover there, but only gets a one as Nyla powers out strong. She had a hellacious war with Daphne Dangerously last week, showcased exactly how strong and tough she is, but Mia Jones showcasing exactly what wrestling acumen is all about, managing to stay on top of this match for the entire portion of it. Sleeper slam takes down Nyla Rose as Mia looks to take to the sky here. Big heat seeker off the top, but nobody home as Nyla managed to get out of the way of that one. And a karate chop to the top of the head as well. Now just face washing Mia Jones into the ring mat, a sign of disrespect before the elbow. But Mia once again managing to get back to a vertical base and take control. Again targeting the arm here with the hammerlock into the gorgeous Northern Lights. Nyla going to be forced to kick out without the availability of her shoulder there, as it was hammerlocked down with the Northern Lights. And back to the arm she goes again. And now just the disrespect on display by Mia Jones there. But Nyla sweeps the leg. Nyla heading up top, a dangerous place to be, but she thinks better of it, ducks the punch, but gets caught by Mia on the rebound. Big backbreaker to the native beast. Mia back to the middle. We saw her hit that heat seeker before, but Nyla had the counter that time. Nyla with a vicious headbutt to Mia Jones, and she goes back up top now. What does she have cooking here? Calling Mia to her feet. And crowns her. No, Mia with the shot to the stomach lands hard. And again, back to the arm, wrenching against the rotator cuff there, taking her apart. You know, Nyla Rose so powerful, so strong, but Mia Jones has played this game to perfection thus far, and it has worked so well for her. And Nyla managing to still have some power left to deal some damage, but Mia Jones has she done too much already? Nyla picking her up here. And a DDT, a Death Valley driver puts Mia Jones down. That is a devastating maneuver, especially with someone the size of Nyla Rose connecting with it to someone like Mia Jones. Grabbing her and hucking her like yesterday's garbage. And now biting the hand that feeds. A little bit of payback to all the damage done to the arms of Nyla Rose, and she could be looking Beast Bomb here. Is that what she's got in mind? Oh no, I think she's got much more ill intentions. Power bomb to the floor. Good Lord, a horrific landing for Mia Jones. Nyla giving the referee time to see if he wants to go check on her. CJ Wong saying that it's all good as she goes back to the fingers. Now Nyla staying on top of Mia Jones, but Mia managed to counter. Bimmy to Jimmy suplex on the floor from Mia Jones. And now Nyla getting back in the ring as Mia already is. Mia caught her. Has the double underhook. Wing clipper locked in on Nyla Rose. Can we have a new champion here already? Nyla's got nowhere to go. Mia is wrenching on it viciously, but she does not have a full lock on it. Nyla's arm's just a little too big for Mia to get the full lock in. Saw her struggling to clasp the fingers. Mia Jones, though, staying on top of it. Nailing her with the June 9th driver. And that will... No! Nyla Rose kicking out of that spiral pile driver. Incredible. Mia up to the top rope. Heat Seeker once again misses from Mia Jones. Nyla in position to possibly put her away, but Mia once again counters, springboard into the back elbow. Back up. Nyla went for the body block, but Mia had the counter. Vicious inverted suplex there by Mia Jones takes Nyla down, and once again back to the arms. Wants to make sure that the next time she attempts the wing clipper, it is all done. Nyla, though, look at the trip, showing she can do the submissions just as good as Mia Jones with this STF. Locked in, full arm under the chin, but you can see Nyla wrenching back and the look of pain on her face. She can barely keep it held in, and Mia manages to find that opening to get free. Oh, good Lord, what is this? Pull back into a variation of a regal plex, my God. And once again, back to the arms. The referee, CJ Wong, may have to call this one. They have to stop it for the wrestler's safety. The view from halfway down shows an elbow for Mia Jones as she stays in control. Now locking in a recliner on Nyla Rose. Not typically an arm-based submission, but all the weight careening down on the rotator cuffs, and Nyla has to submit. Mia Jones wins the Destiny Championship. Mia Jones showcasing exactly what a limb work litigator can do as we move into the next match. And as we get into our next match here tonight, this was supposed to be Daphne dangerously in action, but she was laid out backstage by Nikita Ventura. Clearly still some bad blood from a few weeks ago, but that does not matter. The show goes on with the debutante, Morgan Knight. And if you have been anywhere in the wrestling space for the last year, then you would know the name of Morgan Knight. They are absolutely an A-tier professional wrestler, now finally making their way to London, England for Friday Night Fury. I can think of no better first opponent than someone always looking for that big break, always knocking on the door of opportunity like AJ Carter. So this one could definitely have some interesting implications for maybe the Destiny division or the Legacy division. Or who knows, even one of these two could be a future World's Champion contender. But for tonight, they've got to focus on one another. Morgan Knight, shrouded in mystique and mystery, makes their way into the ring. Very cool, calm, and collected ice water through the veins of Morgan Knight as they stand for the first time in the 20x20 of FNF. And now a competitor making her way out here, AJ Carter. AJ Carter has always been on the precipice of perfection, but has never been able to put it all together when it truly mattered most. And she is through with that narrative, rewriting her own. Now, looking edgier, looking darker, looking like she has got a point to prove. And it will be bound in blood. AJ Carter will be taking on Morgan Knight in what promises to be a slugfest. Head official CJ Wong rings the bell as we square off with these two competitors. Morgan Knight throwing AJ into the corner, but AJ getting that back elbow up, picking up Morgan and just breaking their back with those rib busters and nearly tossing him out of the ring, or at least into the turnbuckles. Morgan managing to turn it back on AJ, but AJ firing back on Morgan. And back again with these rib busters. And just a nonchalant toss of Morgan Knight. Fisherman's Buster, flawless leg hook. CJ in for the cover, but only one on Morgan Knight. And that right there is the power game that AJ Carter brings to every match. Big back elbow from Morgan Knight out of nowhere. Clearly affecting AJ Carter as she connects with the neck snap as well, or connected from the neck snap, excuse me. And Morgan Knight gets caught with that back body drop into a nip up by AJ Carter. A little shot at Daphne dangerously perhaps. Morgan Knight now, they are just getting rocked in there by AJ Carter with those shots to the stomach. And Morgan with some incredible defense, but AJ broke it with the boot and then the club to the back of the head. Morgan back to their feet as AJ grabs him by the back of the neck, right by the scruff. Oh, good lord, that club once again to the back, and AJ has been showcasing her power. Look at these knees to Morgan's face, and they fall backwards into the ring. AJ Carter showcasing a lot more aggression than we've ever seen her as she hits a big boy senton and goes in for the lateral. Only garners 2 on it as a result. Morgan back to their feet and again connects with that back elbow. Morgan looking to fly from the high rent district. They come crashing down. Must have hurt inside as the sloppy double axe handle, not quite a crowning moment. Went for the leg drop, but nobody there. AJ grabbing Morgan Knight. Could be looking for a tiger suplex, but Morgan had the counter and a stomp on the foot. All legal and very smart. Went for the knee stinger, but not able to connect with that either. And AJ once again laying into Morgan with these body shots with the arm trapped. Back at it again. Absolutely vicious. Morgan Knight nearly forced to take a knee after all those body shots. Hope they are okay. CJ Wong may have to step in there and call for AJ to give him some space. But AJ nearly taking CJ out with Morgan's carcass. Again, with these body shots and the forearm right to the head. It's getting hard to watch as AJ just connects with a suplex toss there to Morgan Knight. Morgan managing to fight from underneath to gut out a kick out, but AJ is just not giving him any space at all. Once again, could be looking tiger. Morgan managed to counter this before, and she will do it again. They now, big pump kick, but AJ Carter ducks under it. Big back body drop, and again the nip up. Now Morgan, they are in a precarious position as AJ grabs the leg and has him in a muzzle lock here. Absolutely vicious, but to Morgan's credit, they managed to counter it. Fantastically done. AJ thrown in the corner by Morgan's back elbow, and this could be Morgan's opportunity to really get back into this thing on the top rope. Double death DDT from Morgan Knight, and that's not all. Oh, big moonsault split leg variety by Morgan Knight. Incredible resilience on display by the newcomer. Oh, nobody home on that one. Looks like the ropes may have cost them there, may have slipped on them. The notoriously taut ropes of FNF not playing favorites here tonight. Big twisting Death Valley driver by Morgan Knight. That almost gets the win. The Hell Spiral connecting there by Morgan Knight. Oh goodness, I've seen this before. If you've seen any Morgan Knight matches, watch your step to hell from Morgan Knight. Goes for the cover and gets the win. Doesn't matter who you are, that's a devastating way to go down. Morgan Knight successful in their debut. And that is definitely someone to look out for. And as we get into our next match here on FNF 1.3, we have got a match that could be the main event of a pay-per-view in another time, in another place. The ace, the face, and now the owner, Cassidy Clark, makes her way down the aisle. Of course, the inaugural FNF World's Champion. now making her way into the ring. Now making her way down the aisle, Maestra Vuelo, fresh off a loss to Destiny Jade in a hell of a matchup. Maestra Vuelo, though, an incredible second-generation professional wrestler. Looking really to establish herself, and I can think of no better way to do that than with a win over the ace and the face, Cassidy Clark. And CJ Wong rings the bell. You saw Cassidy Clark exchanging a dirty look to CJ. And now a ripcord lowercase attitude adjustment to Maestra Vuelo. Maestra, though, laying it in on Cassidy Clark. Oh, good Lord, a start to this match. It is absolutely brutal. A pile driver from Maestra Vuelo. Cassidy right back up, though, and throws her into the corner. Rising hand. Gamangiri countered, and a big forearm smash. Kick back. Lots of counters upon counters here by these two ladies. Of course, Cassidy Clark has in the past sung the praises of Maestra Vuelo. Stacks her high with that Tiger Driver 92, but only gets the one on Cassidy Clark. Cassidy again chucking an errant boot to the face of Maestra Vuelo and the knee stinger as well. Big Uraken there by Cassidy Clark into the short arm lariat. Up to the tippity top rope, Cassidy Clark goes. Shooting star press! My goodness! A late flip star press, snap dragon suplex as well. Gets a 2, but not the 3. Good Lord, Cassidy Clark on all cylinders right now. Pound of flesh in the form of a broken arm. Cassidy Clark showcasing exactly what makes her so devastating. With this Fujiwara armbar, but the 12-6 creates some distance. Maestra really needs to try and get over whatever this slump she's been in is, and that right there will do it. Incredibly innovative arm drag there by Maestra Vuelo, and a Dazzler slam as well. Penalty kick to the back to follow. Maestra showcasing her incredible ability to string together maneuvers. And a flying elbow drop as well. Both these ladies so beloved by the FNF audience for very different reasons. Cassidy Clark, of course, the hometown hero off the moonsault from Maestra Vuelo. Only gets a 2, though. And Maestra Vuelo, of course, the daughter of Reina de Maestra, who was unfortunately lost her life in the ring. And Maestra has dedicated her entire career to carrying on that legacy, but this is the first time they have ever met in the ring. Maestra took exception to the way that Cassidy Clark treated her best friend Estrella Elite. And You can see it in the aggression here tonight. Big inverted DDT there by Cassidy Clark. Cassidy with the Nightfall went for the cover here and nearly gets the 3 off of it. Cassidy could be looking to put it away here. Has her hooked, looking BID, blessing in disguise. A high angle pin. And that, no, Maestra kicks out of it. That is the move that Cassidy has won so many matches with. She cannot figure out where she wants to go. May have gotten herself a little bit dizzy there and missed the moonsault. A rare mistake on the behalf of Cassidy Clark. In the corner, Maestra is sent, but Maestra counters Cassidy's offensive maneuver and just laying in a violence party 2K22 style right before the midterm elections. Goes in for the cover, but only gets a 2. And Maestra Vuelo picking her up. Has a few things in mind, clearly not satisfied with the way this has gone thus far. Now just stretching the arm of Cassidy Clark. Super kick, so nice, do it twice. Up to the middle now, Maestra looking to dive on Clark here. Diving Rana from Maestra Vuelo, picks her right back up. Went to spin her around, but nobody home. Maestra Vuelo now pulled in for these vicious back elbows at the hands of Cassidy Clark, and that takes her down. Cassidy Clark now just targeting the arm of Maestra Vuelo. These two FNF originals seeing so many new people here in FNF. They still want to maintain their positions, and moves like that help that so much. That big folding bomb, an Axel Hyatt bomb of sorts there by Cassidy Clark. Big Kame Goye as well from Cassidy Clark. And now Maestra endures one of the most devastating moves in wrestling, a Clark family drop kick. But again, Cassidy cannot get the hang of these ropes to connect with any springboard maneuvers, which you know has to be frustrating her. Big strike exchange, went for a second, you're rocking, but nobody home. Oh, good lord, again looking for a pile driver. No, maybe a power bomb. Interesting grab there by Maestra Vuelo, but nobody home. Drop kick from Cassidy Clark. And that nearly got it done. One of the most devastating maneuvers in wrestling history. The best drop kick in the business by a country mile. Cassidy to the outside, and Maestra rocks her with that bomb, that forearm smash, a second one to boot. In and out DDT. Cassidy Clark absorbs that knee by Maestra Vuelo to get back to a vertical. No ring out counts here in FNF, but it does have to conclude within the 20x20. Stomp to the arm there by Vuelo. And again, on the outside, just targeting that arm to a devastating degree. Mia Jones may want to take pointers from Maestra Vuelo here. And into the steps as well. Maestra Vuelo, something seems to have shifted in her, as she is now most definitely being more aggressive. Cassidy Clark desperately going to need to get back into this, finally pulling herself back to her knee as Maestra cuts her off with the knee stinger. Look at those chops, sending Cassidy into the barrier, but doesn't matter. On the floor, what is this? Oh my god, the go to hell by Cassidy Clark on the floor. Oh my god. Cassidy Clark playing the disrespect card and a dragon suplex on the floor. Good lord, not just some rabbit punches to the temple. Cassidy clearly feeling a little disrespected by Maestra Vuelo. And a Uraken to boot. And now Maestra throwing Cassidy astray. Getting back in the ring. Cassidy, though, getting back to her feet. Heading back in the ring here. Look at the power on display by Maestro Vuelo into the gut check. Vicious landing for Cassidy Clark. This one has turned from a little bit of a disagreement to a full-on brawl as the super man punch connects there by Maestro Vuelo. Now she's got Cassidy Clark in her sights. On the shoulders, looking zero signal, but Cassidy reversed it. Cassidy reversed out of it. Tiger Driver stacks her high. And no, that will not seal it for Cassidy Clark, but this might. Saw it once before. Can she get it a second time? BID from Cassidy Clark. Blessing in disguise gets Cassidy the victory. Although I have a feeling that this may have caused more tempers to flare and more bad blood than we had going into it. Cassidy, the ace in the face, gets the win. And as we get into our next contest, we have our first match of the evening with very, very important implications for Fury Road. Callie Kaplan will be looking to take on Max the Impaler. Callie, of course, losing to Max in episode 1.1 in the Legacy Gauntlet under dubious circumstances. With Max the Impaler imploring a dirty pin utilizing the ropes. Callie now has the opportunity to face them again. And if Callie wins, she will get Max the Impaler in a 2 out of 3 falls match at Fury Road. But Max the Impaler has brought in a new wrinkle that was not prior agreed upon, as they will be accompanied by the Sinister Minister, James Mitchell. But Callie Kaplan, of course, showcasing exactly what most of us already knew, the Iron Woman of FNF, wrestling for over 30 minutes in that Legacy Gauntlet. Was the third of 4 participants, wrestled for 16 and a half minutes against Mary Ray Millers, and then for just about 15 against Max the Impaler. Now Max makes their way to the ring, with their new head honcho. And here he is, Sinister Minister. And that's a hell of a visual, summoning Max the Impaler from the smoke and the fire to cause destruction and decimation. James Mitchell presenting his greatest monster, Max the Impaler, the FNF Legacy Champion, in all their glory. Max the Impaler, an imposing silhouette. Non-binary nightmare themselves. Of course, showcasing that they are more than just brute strength by executing that dirty pin against Callie Kaplan. Very smart tactic. Right now, a caged beast unleashed. Callie Kaplan, Maxi Impaler. This is, of course, a non-title match. 15-minute time limit. But if Callie can get the win over Max the Impaler, then she will get Max in a 2 out of 3 falls matchup this Sunday in Cardiff. Max the Impaler looking to hit a big top rope maneuver here. Crowned her! And Max already showcasing that dominance we saw. Locking in that chin lock, and CJ ready to call it. Of course, CJ and Callie have a tenuous history dating back to Tuesday Night Titans. But that's not what Callie can even think about if she even remembers it. And Max the Impaler, they're just waylaying Callie Kaplan in this one. Callie going down hard there. But Callie back to her feet. Springboards in for a headbutt. Meeting of the minds. Gets a 1 on Max the Impaler for it. That innovative offense of Callie Kaplan, always a treat to watch. Big corkscrew code breaker there by Callie Kaplan. You will never see anyone wrestle the way Callie Kaplan does. That right there, a perfect emblematic showcasing of it. That running leg snap, and then the rabbit punches as well. Maybe the panther punches. Now targeting the arm of Max the Impaler. Of course, many people thought that Callie had Max dead to rights after the second Neon Sunset. Max kicked out and almost immediately had to resort to a dirty tactic to get the win. Oh, good Lord. We saw this more than a few times. Alabama Slammer from Max the Impaler. And now just cranking on the leg of Callie Kaplan. Callie caught and now throwing Max into the corner. Big body splash. Keep your eyes on Kaplan again with the innovative offense. You will never see anyone do exactly what Callie does, even when it's just remixes on old staples. She adds that Kaplan twist. And Max the Impaler hucking her onto the top rope. Max the Impaler, this is not the only person she needs to be worrying about. We saw earlier in the night AJ Carter, Morgan Knight, 2 people who could very well be vying for that Legacy Championship at a future date. But that does not mean that they can overlook it, as now Callie with the knee. And Max once again puts her in the corner. Clubbing elbows to the side of the head, and once again back to the chin lock of Max the Impaler and Callie Kaplan. Fights out of it though. Max went for the swinging hit, but nobody home. And Max nearly taking out James Mitchell. Had to scramble to move out of the way. Good Lord. James Mitchell, though, giving the competitors their space. James Mitchell has been providing counsel to Max the Impaler since they won the Legacy Championship. And it is clearly proven to maybe rationalize them a little more while not getting rid of all the brutality that they possess. Callie lights him up with those strike exchanges. TNA kick, Shining Wizard to Max the Impaler. Went for the Queen Kong knee drop, but nobody home. Off the ropes, and what a power slam. Good Lord. That will knock a chill up your spine. Max the Impaler up to the top rope once again. Saw them crown Callie earlier in the match, but Callie had the counter this time around. Callie tripping Max up. And now could be looking for a curb stomp. Nails it on Max the Impaler. Callie Kaplan with a backbreaker onto the Impaler as well. About 5 minutes have elapsed. Most matches here in FNF, time is not of the essence, but the Sinister Minister managed to con their way into a 15-minute stipulation, as 5 minutes elapse. Callie Kaplan looking for one of her best maneuvers, and Max had the counter. No doubt looking MKM. Callie not even able to get them up, as Max just punches her in the stomach to take her down. Max the Impaler could be looking for a power slam. No. Dominator from Max the Impaler. And gets a 2 on Callie Kaplan, but not the 3 quite yet. Max could be looking to put it away here. Kick from the Impaler. Has her up. Spiral bomb from Max the Impaler. That's it. 2. No! Callie kicks out of the spiral bomb by Max the Impaler. Callie back up with the kick. Grabbing the Impaler. Max now on the ropes, but the back elbow gets them some space. We'll be looking for another spiral bomb here. No, just a typical power bomb, it would seem. Oh, that was a rough landing for Callie Kaplan. Good God. Callie, though, back to her feet, trying to lay in some damage on Max the Impaler, but it really doesn't seem like anything is even dealing damage. Max now discus punch to the face of Callie Kaplan. Callie is fighting, and I'll give her that. She's fighting hard, but does it really matter? Look at these kicks. And now tripping up Max the Impaler. And now an arm-trapped crossface. Could you imagine if she managed to tap out Max the Impaler here? This could be a no-escape situation, but Max with the knee and the punch gets free. Max the Impaler grabbing Callie and just tossing her to the side. But for a moment there, I saw a look of fear in the eyes of Max the Impaler, and that may be what Callie can capitalize on if she gets an opportunity. But just nailed with the Kali bomb there by Max the Impaler. Max off the ropes. Big body splash. A classic maneuver from Max the Impaler. Now just lifting up Callie Kaplan like nothing. And just drilling her with that military press slam. Trying to throw her out of the ring now. Max the Impaler once again off the ropes. Big body splash a second time, but nobody home. This has got to be Callie's moment. She cannot afford to waste this. Big release suplex takes down Max the Impaler. These two have been going at it for over 8 minutes. Who is going to break first? Backbreaker. And another one tossed to the side. Max the Impaler climbing the rope as the Sinister Minister yells at them to nail the body splash. And Callie once again kicking out of that diving body splash. The ever-resilient Callie Kaplan. Minister saying again, and they do. Oh my goodness. Callie once again kicking out. Sinister Minister going crazy at ringside, telling Max to kill her. And Callie, this has got to be done and dusted at this point. Spiral bomb from Max the Impaler. Count to 100. Max gets the win. Callie Kaplan fighting with everything she had. But Max the Impaler with Sinister Minister may be unstoppable. And as we get into our next contest, we have got a three-way dance with the winner earning the opportunity to face Fleur Elise this Sunday in Cardiff. These three ladies, coming off of victories last week, have been placed into a match with one another. Out first, Kaylee Mercer, who managed to cut out a win over Jamie Hayter. Former Destiny and Heritage champion. Kaylee has always been right there, person 1B for the opportunities at the Women's World's Championship here in FNF, but it has never been her time. She has never been called to action, and now if she can win this match, very well may be looking at a future World's Champion. And out next is Dark Starlight Kid. All the way from Japan, made her name in Stardom last week, picking up an impressive win over Ariana Warner with the 180 turn frog splash, maybe the most devastating diving move in FNF. She could look to parlay that momentum into a matchup with Fleur Elise. And I think that if she were to get that opportunity, she would probably be the one to give Fleur the most run for her money, just due to the fact that Fleur has had the least amount of time to figure out things about Dark Starlight Kid here in FNF. This is only her third ever match, and she is undefeated so far. And then finally, making her way down the aisle, the Sapphic sweetheart, Natty Neptune, picking up an incredible win over Mary Ray Millers last week, gutting it out, nailing that vicious inverted Michinoku driver to get the win. Natty Neptune, trained by Siobhan Palmer, someone who has always been trying so hard. I could not think of anyone who seems to want this more than Natty Neptune. Not just the World Championship match, but just to be in and around professional wrestling like Natty Neptune. Willing to take everything thrown her way. So it's Kaylee Mercer, it's Dark Starlight Kid, and it's Natty Neptune. One of these three will be staring across from Fleur Elise 2 days from now in Cardiff. And Natty just letting them play it out. She is just watching the two Japanese Puroresu inspired wrestlers do battle. Big crossbody there from DSK. Natty Neptune getting back in the ring. Dark Starlight Kid, though, not happy with Natty's nonchalant attitude to this matchup already. Taking her down, though. Natty nailing Dark Starlight Kid, and now firing off on Kaylee Mercer. That training from Siobhan Palmer is absolutely world class. Sling blade into the drop kick, and a corkscrew moonsault as well. Dark Starlight Kid with a vicious double stomp to Kaylee Mercer. Natty with a smack right in the mouth. Handspring, nobody home for Natty Neptune. Natty in the corner just watching this all play out. You can think of what a veritable dream match Kaylee Mercer versus Dark Starlight Kid would be, but Natty Neptune may use that to her advantage. Natty now targeting Kaylee Mercer's, Dark Starlight Kid's leg as Kaylee Mercer in the corner. Just trying to pick her spot. And for the smack, but Kaylee had the counter. Double underhook. Brainbuster from Kaylee Mercer as she heads to the outside. Natty Neptune with the smack and the chop as Kaylee has gotten a Louisville slugger from under the ring. It just clatters Natty Neptune in the face with it. Good Lord. Natty, though, not too happy about that one. Running Mayo Rana. Jujikatoki there by DSK. Destiny, no, from Kaylee Mercer. Not even a 2, though. Big forearm smash there by Neptune. Natty Neptune, oh my God! Kaylee's head clacking on the bat. Natty Neptune nearly breaking her skull open with that one. Good Lord. And then just a smack in the face. And nobody home on that handspring attack there by Natty Neptune. Kaylee pulls her in for the boot. DSK under the ring has a sledgehammer. Natty in this submission hold, but manages to escape it. Natty Neptune caught in the middle here. And now Dark Starlight Kid in the middle. Nobody home. Natty has DSK up. DVD on the sledgehammer and the bat. My God. Mayo Rana, but Natty Neptune lands on her feet. Kaylee Mercer seems like she is shocked and appalled. Natty Neptune, I'm prettier, on to Kaylee Mercer. And the forearm smash. Natty Neptune is just showcasing some incredible wrestling acumen, but Dark Starlight Kid takes her down. Oh, and now Dark Starlight Kid caught in the middle. But Kaylee and Natty locking horns with one another. And Natty taken down. Dark Starlight Kid and Kaylee once again going at it. A lot of moving parts in this matchup. Kaylee grabbed by Natty. Natty not able to do anything with that opportunity, though. Natty on the ropes, and Kaylee looks like she thought that it was going to be her time, but not quite. As now a Jujikatoki there by DSK. Up and over, Starlight Kid is sent, and Kaylee to the top rope, has her eyes on Natty Neptune. What's in store here? Diving nothing. Kaylee committed to it, but misaligned. As now Dark Starlight Kid introduces yet another weapon into this match. And Natty caught with the backflip dropkick by Kaylee Mercer. And then she got clattered with the Singapore cane. And now some Matrix Revolutions there by Kaylee Mercer. This one has been incredibly brutal and filled with weaponry. Natty looking to introduce something more. A folding table. Natty Neptune has procured from under the ring as Kaylee has Dark Starlight Kid tied up in knots. You haven't won anything yet, Natty. Don't preemptively celebrate. DSK taking down Kaylee Mercer. Just stomping on Kaylee once again. Natty grabbed by Dark Starlight Kid. Big air raid crash onto the underside of the table. Good God. And now could be looking for a tiger feint kick here. No, Natty grabbed the legs. Dark Starlight Kid whipped down by Natty Neptune. Kaylee taking down Natty there with the TNA kick. Placing that table in the corner in a precarious spot. Kaylee has Dark Starlight Kid up. Big landslide. 2, but not a 3. Natty Neptune up to the top, seeing an opportunity here. But Kaylee not wanting that to happen. Natty over jumps her. Maybe she was aiming for Dark Starlight Kid and under jumped. Hard to tell right there. Natty on the ropes. Kaylee's got her here. No, Natty caught her! Natty caught the attempted at the backflip DDT! Natty caught Kaylee Mercer. My God, Natty now putting Kaylee in the corner, but nobody home. Natty Neptune now picked up, or Kaylee Mercer picked up this time for the air raid crash, excuse me. Now the cover, could Kaylee be out of here? Not quite. Still no eliminations have taken place. Edge-o-matic on the bat to Dark Starlight Kid. Dark Starlight barely kicking out of that one, and Kaylee running the table into Natty's face. Good Lord. Kaylee desperately trying to do something to Dark Starlight Kid here, has her in a Canadian rack into the neck breaker. Oh my God, the Mick kick from Natty Neptune, heard round the world. Oh, Natty takes down Dark Starlight Kid as well. Diving drop kick, but nobody home. And Natty and Kaylee taken down by Dark Starlight Kid. That could put away Natty here, but she kicks out. Natty absorbs that drop kick to the back as Kaylee's in the corner. Dark Starlight Kid, though, walking right up to her and just booting her down. Kaylee Mercer back to her feet. Oh, good Lord, Emerald. Explosion to DSK. And Kaylee grabbing the table, but Natty chop blocks her, went for the double stop. Nobody home, though. And Dark Starlight Kid chopping and attacking both ladies. Kaylee off the ropes. Bounds once again. Dark Starlight Kid has Kaylee Mercer. What does she have in mind here? Just a snake eyes as Kaylee falls on the rubble in the ring. Natty now grabbed by DSK and a dragon screw there. Goes for the cover. That could do it, and it does. Natty taken down by Dark Starlight Kid. Kaylee now put on the top rope by DSK. What is this? Oh, good Lord. Kaylee reversing it, shoving DSK onto the table in the rubble. Kaylee taken down. Dark Starlight Kid and a moonsault to boot. Goes for the cover. Two. No. Starlight Kid kicking out. Kaylee grabbing the bat. DSK back up and kicks it into her head. Good Lord. And a neck breaker there from Dark Starlight Kid. We have yet to see either of these two's biggest maneuvers, but Dark Starlight Kid could be looking to start off here. If she can connect with the Tiger Feint kick, it may be the beginning of the end. The Tiger Feint kick connects to Kaylee Mercer, but that's not gonna do it. Dark Starlight Kid knows what she has to do. Up to the top rope. 180 turn frog splash from Dark Starlight Kid to get the win. And the hellacious run of Dark Starlight Kid will bring her to Cardiff, where she will stare across from Fleur-Elise. And now it is time for the main event of the evening, as we have got Kumiyo Ishimoto taking on Siobhan Palmer. Kumiyo Ishimoto, of course, a former Destiny champion, the winner of the RDMMT, now reuniting her tag team with Selena Adams. Last week, just 7 days ago, LGBTKO took on Flawless in an absolutely brutal matchup. Just just destructive. A lot of bad blood clearly between Siobhan Palmer and Selena Adams. So while we await to hear more news about those two, we have been told that managers are banned from ringside here. So no certified lover boy Selena Adams, no Alexis Smith, just Kumiyo Ishimoto, the golden prodigy, and Siobhan Palmer, the crown jewel. 1-on-1 here tonight in our main event. And of course, Siobhan Palmer, the crown jewel of British wrestling, uniting the Smiths, the Clarks, and the Palmers into an infinity gauntlet of professional wrestling. Siobhan Palmer has been instrumental here at FNF, one of the most decorated women here in FNF. But the two things that she's never won, the World's Championship and the Tag Team Championships. She has tried for the World's title, now uniting with family to try and win the Tag Gold has led her into the path of LGBTKO, and it has not been a pretty sight. Siobhan Palmer and Kumiyo Ishimoto taking each other on here tonight. And Siobhan starting off hot with an unprettier to Kumiyo Ishimoto. Went for the moonsault, but nobody home there on that one. Kumiyo laying in the strikes. Taking down Siobhan Palmer, but a jawjacker from Palmer gets her back into it. Spanish fly to Ishimoto and a corkscrew moonsault as well. So nice, gonna do it twice, but Ishimoto moved out of the way. Of course, it's easy to forget that Kumiyo Ishimoto in her first 10 matches went 9-1. In her first 15, she's 13-2. And as she approaches 20 matches, she has still only lost 2. So she is absolutely a dominant force, is the golden prodigy. Clearly certified lover boy Selena Adams made a very smart choice picking her for her tag team partner. Siobhan Palmer hooks her out to the outside though. Not even immediately going after her. Thinking going to the top. What in the world do you have in mind, Siobhan? What are you doing? Think about this one. Moonsault! No! A whisper in the wind from Siobhan Palmer. Even more incredible. Goodness Lord. Now wrenching on the arms after that whisper in the wind from the top to the floor. And throwing her into the steps as well. Siobhan Palmer clearly just thinking that Kumiyo Ishimoto is the roadblock to her getting her hands on Selena Adams. Kumiyo Ishimoto back in the ring and just lacing the kicks and the punches. Siobhan though grabbing Kumiyo, and now just some disrespect. We've seen Selena Adams do a very similar maneuver to this. And Siobhan maybe sending a message here. And then from Selena Adams to pure Palmer with the corkscrew moonsault. Siobhan throwing Ishimoto back to the floor. And Siobhan Palmer's been all over Ishimoto, wants to hand her that third loss. And now Kumiyo just doing what she does best with those strikes. And Siobhan's momentum drains to 0 as Kumiyo grabs her. Just drops her on the top, not even giving her time to land before going after the leg. Good God. Cazadora there by Siobhan Palmer takes down Ishimoto and throws her into the barrier as well. The FNF faithful getting a hell of a show here tonight in London, England. Big neck breaker as well. And now in the ring goes Siobhan Palmer. Kumiyo joins her there as this hard-hitting main event continues with Ishimoto now throwing Palmer to the floor. This is almost like a battle of disrespect between these two women. Of course, both of them, for all their accomplishments, all their records in FNF, neither of them having been a world's champion, despite maybe both of them having all the rights to win it. Both of them so talented. Kumiyo reverses the suplex and connects with one of her own on the floor. Not a great connection, but on the floor it doesn't typically matter. And now Kumiyo just pulling on the eyes, even has a handful of Siobhan Palmer's hair. And Kumiyo's head nearly got stuck in the barrier at ringside. Good God. That barrier has been getting some action tonight as Siobhan Palmer back in the ring. Oh my God, she tried to take Kumiyo down, but Kumiyo pulled the rope down and let Siobhan fall. Missile drop kick to Palmer from Ishimoto. My God. Running drop kick, but nobody home. Vicious landing there as Ishimoto throws Palmer into the steps. A wild and chaotic brawl here in the main event. Oh, X-Plex there by Kumiyo Ishimoto. And now just kicking her in the back of the head. This is definitely not going to win Wrestler of the Year award or anything, but it is devastating all the same. These fans in the front row getting a hell of a viewing experience. Siobhan back in, Ishimoto back in, Siobhan back out, Ishimoto looking to take her out. No, Siobhan pulls her in for the hot shot. Back in the ring, kick to Ishimoto, and now just laying in the punches. Dr. Bomb by Siobhan Palmer. Ishimoto right back up though, shoulder posts in for that Rana. And now, what does she have in mind? Kumiyo calling Siobhan to her feet. Runs in and connects with the punch. In the corner, she is sent for the kick, but not quite. Siobhan Palmer, rolling thunder, splash. Actually, more of a headbutt. Did not get the splash she wanted, but connects with the moonsault instead. And now Siobhan grabbing Kumiyo Ishimoto, putting her on the ropes, and a huge chop. Now just targeting the leg of Ishimoto here. Kumiyo can barely stand, and Ishimoto now kicked in the leg by Siobhan Palmer, and a boot to the face, just collapsing as well, that leg giving out on her. Siobhan just laying in the shots. This match is absolutely brutal. Kick to the stomach, has her hooked. Ataxia by Palmer. Gets 2, but not 3. And now Palmer could be looking for the royal flush. The crown jewel has her up. Royal flush from Palmer. And no, Kumiyo nearly lost there off the royal flush, but Ishimoto got the shoulder up. Went for the knee, but Kumiyo had the counter. Kumiyo with the short arm bicycle knee to Siobhan Palmer, and that could be it right there. No, Palmer kicking out of that. Siobhan Palmer down as Kumiyo has her in her sights. Oh, good Lord, look at this. Spinning kick to the face. of Siobhan Palmer. No, she kicks out of the spinning kick. Managed to get the shoulder up, went for the Cazadora. Kumiyo ducked out of the way and now trapping her in a Cobra crossface. Siobhan Palmer may have nowhere to go. CJ ready to call it, but is she going to tap? This is brutal. You can see her hand hovering over the mat, and Kumiyo lets her out. Now Kumiyo with the Kawada kicks to Siobhan Palmer. A kick in the back as well. Kumiyo wanting Siobhan to her feet. Diving attack, but nobody home. Definitely went for the knee. And then a springboard headbutt by Siobhan Palmer. I think her head hit Kumiyo's knee on the way down. Damn. Now just laying in the headbutts to Ishimoto there. Kumiyo may have just suffered too much. No, still kicking out. Selena Adams surely watching Siobhan Palmer in the back. The kicks aplenty from both ladies. Absolutely brutal here. Uppercut kicks the leg out. Huge DDT to Palmer. Palmer reversing Ishimoto though. Both ladies so much disdain for one another. Big moonsault there by Siobhan. Seen her win with that in the past, but Ishimoto just a different breed of shark. Not gonna go down like that. Kame Goye and falls into the cover. Could that do it? No, Ishimoto kicks out, but you can tell her tank is drained. It is all instinct at this point for both ladies. Palmer to the top. Ishimoto makes her way to her feet. Diving axe handle, nobody home. That's how much these two have put at each other. Kawada kicks from Ishimoto. And now just kicking her in the lower back repeatedly. And that does it. I don't even know if it was the kicks or if it was just the exhaustion. But Siobhan could not fight anymore. That's a hell of a statement from the LGBTKO as we close out our broadcast for the evening.